Am I the asshole to divorce my husband and leave him with the kid after finding out I'm not biologically the mom?
Wait. What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 3 of the Uncertified Experts podcast.
Yep.
Thanks for hanging out, and let's see what we can get into today. See what kind of stories we can find for you.
All right, let me rip this story.
Let's hear it.
This is from Best of Redditor Updates.
Okay.
1 month ago.
Ooh.
Would I be the asshole for cutting off my best friend so close to her wedding?
Ooh.
All right. So, listen to this. This is from December 24th, 2024. So
Ooh,
not that
Christmas
long ago.
Eve post.
Yeah. My 31 female best friend, 30 female, is getting married May 9th. We've been close for the last 16 years, since 8th grade. Recently, she's completely changed her attitude toward me and has been making super snide comments about my weight.
Ooh. What?
Oh, nice.
For background, at the beginning of 2023, I was 250 pounds. My current weight is now 154.
Oh, gosh, she lost
for her.
100 pounds? Wow.
I've put in work, all caps, because I was absolutely not healthy prior. My asthma was at its worst. Now I barely experience any symptoms, and my knees and back hurt pretty much constantly. Okay. Going forward, we will refer to best friend as Christine. At first, Christine was supportive. She said she would hold me accountable and encourage me to send her gym selfies so she could hype me up. Christine is a plus-size woman, around the same weight as my starting weight.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be the case.
Can you guys see where this is going?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
gosh.
I knew exactly.
I have never, all caps, ever said anything to her about that. She's my best friend. She's absolutely gorgeous in my eyes. That was a dig.
Well, she's just
You didn't need to
saying
say in my eyes.
Yeah, that was a dig.
Yeah,
she's just saying she doesn't care about her, like the way she looks.
yeah. Still,
Could have not said
you
that.
didn't have to say that. Yeah.
But when I lost the first 50 pounds, something just totally changed in her. She started commenting about starving myself. Yeah, I see what she's
She's
doing.
jealous.
Yeah.
She was
So
jealous of her
jealous.
progress.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
No.
Which I actually eat more food than I ever have before. It's just different than the fast food, etc. from before.
Yes, girl.
Once, while trying on swimsuits, she commented on my saggy belly and reached over and jiggled it.
Oh, no.
Damn, I'd be pissed.
That's
Just like
I don't know how close
smack
they
her
are
hand.
for
It's kinda
friends,
fun.
though.
They've been best friends for 16 years.
Yeah, you could almost get away with that.
Yeah, but like, not if you're being a dick about it.
And it's from a jealousy
yeah, it's like
standpoint.
the intention behind it.
Yeah.
I've had that for quite a while as I'm a mom of 2. And my second, I got very big, so a lot of stretched skin.
Same.
It's also always been an insecurity of mine. The responses to the gym selfie also changed. Instead of, you got this, and other uplifting comments, it turned into nice. And then cool and thumbs up emoji. So I stopped sending them. The vibe felt way off.
Oh, man.
After I stopped sending them, she seemed to get better with her attitude towards me. I also completely stopped talking about my weight loss. Yeah, so she was able to sense the jealousy. Beginning of 2024, Christine moved in with her fiance, which makes her 3 hours away now. So we stopped seeing each other as much as previously, which is about once a week. We'd be lucky to get together once a month now. At one point, it had been 3 months without seeing each other. I'd gotten to 175, and as soon as I walked to her at the restaurant, she went from smiling to looking annoyed, looking me up and down.
What?
Yep. Again, the vibe the entire meal felt so off. She at one point said, "That's what you're ordering," and rolled her eyes. I let it go.
Oh, my gosh.
A little bit
Yeah,
too
she's just a
comfortable.
jealous bitch.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Like, can't be happy for your friend.
Yeah.
She just deep down knows she's like, she wants to be there.
Yeah.
But she won't put the work in, and yeah, watching her
I mean,
friend
that's
reap the
like a
benefits of the work.
lot
and,
of work, too, that
Yeah.
chick's doing.
Yeah, she was all for it in the beginning until she started seeing her friend
Yeah.
getting these
Looking
good
all
results.
good.
feels like she's being left behind, but
Yeah.
that's you problem, sweetheart.
Yeah, I know. This is going to get bad. Now, this just happened on Friday. The restaurant scenario happened in July, and I've seen her once since then. I'm obviously now at my lowest weight. I don't know her other bridesmaids.
I don't know her. Okay, so she doesn't know any of her other friends.
Mm-hmm.
I am the MOH, which I'm assuming maid of honor.
Yep.
I've only met her one friend one time prior. I feel this is an important detail because why would anyone defend me is the point. Okay.
What defend? Okay.
Let's just see where this is
going. We're getting into defending.
Yeah. We meet up at a bridal shop to pick out our bridesmaids' dresses. She is asking for us to go with a specific floral print. But any dress style is fine as long as they're all either short or long. Christine doesn't seem to like anything I've tried on, and every time I come out in a different dress, it's just a bunch of hurtful comments that really accentuates, or in quotes, that really accentuates your saggy skin. OMG, someone grab her some Spanx. Oh, those are bad comments.
This chick sucks.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I feel like I'm good on this
I'm
wedding.
done,
Yeah,
yeah.
like you can figure it out on yourself.
It gets better. Followed by her and the majority of the other bridesmaids laughing except for one.
Oh.
That one hangs off you like a potato sack. No curves. Somebody get her a cheeseburger, which is crazy because I do have curves still, and I still eat cheeseburgers. Let's go. She had to throw that flex in.
Mm-hmm.
In the end,
This is like straight bullying.
Yeah.
This is so horrible.
yeah, and it's like blatant jealousy.
And
at
they're
this point.
women in their 30s. Come on.
In the end, she said style was up to us, so I picked one that has off-shoulder straps and a small slit, but nothing too scandalous. The part that really upset me was the lunch afterwards. We went to a buffet-type place where you put all your ingredients in a bowl and they cook it for you. That's one of those...
Oh, like a Genghis grill.
Yeah. Those are fire. Those are really good.
We
It's
don't have
second
those
nature.
here.
Sorry. It's second nature for me now to just get things that I know are still going to keep me satisfied but meet my calorie goals. So instead of noodles, I got rice, chicken, fish, shrimp, and a ton of different veggies and a light sauce.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, sounds amazing.
And I'm hungry right now, so that does sound good.
That does sound so
Yeah.
good.
I didn't do the buffet option. I just got one bowl as well because I knew I wouldn't be able to eat more than one. The comments about starving myself just came pouring in, as well as looks exchanged between her and the other bridesmaids. At one point, I excused myself to the bathroom and cried while texting my husband. Yeah, but at the same time, she probably feels good that she looks better than her friend.
But it's like she can't even focus on that because they're trying to make her feel bad about all this work that she's done. And it's just like...
I almost want her to just to go turn full petty on this. And
Yes.
just, like, throw it back
But
in
you
their
also
face.
know-
I didn't read the story. I just read the headline.
You know that these girls like have talked about her behind her back.
Oh.
Like that's why they're just like all giving each
Initiated
other
by the
looks.
bride, too.
And-
Oh, yeah.
She's trying
The
to, like-
bride's a
She's probably
ringleader.
like, yeah, she's probably like, oh, my best friend is coming, and like just talking so much shit. Just because that, like, why else would random people that you don't know ever make comments
Except one.
like that?
Except one. I hope that one comes through clutch at the end.
Or like speaks up and be like, you guys are
You guys are
you
all
guys are the
bitches.
worst.
Yeah. All right. Excused myself to the bathroom and cried while texting my husband. He told me to just come home, so I made up an excuse and left. I mean, I bet it was pretty obvious why she
Yeah,
left.
for sure.
While walking out, the other bridesmaid who didn't join in on any of it pulled me aside,
Let's go.
asked for my phone number, and sent me a ton of screenshots from her group chat I'm not in of her comments just totally making fun of me.
Oh my
Damn.
gosh.
W.
I knew it.
Yeah.
W.
Dude, that one did
The
come
friend.
through.
Yeah,
The friend
you knew
did come
it.
through.
You knew it.
Damn. That's fucked up. I'm glad that one bridesmaid
Is that
pulled
it?
her aside. No.
No.
It gets better. Or I'm assuming because there's a little bit more. There's a little bit more. Saying, I think I'm better than her because of my weight loss, that there was no point to any of it because my loose skin just makes me look worse, and many, many more of her tearing apart my body. Mr. Krabs without his shell was one of them.
Oh my god.
All of this to ask, would I be the asshole if I just dropped out of the wedding and completely cut her off for all this?
Not the asshole.
Hell
No.
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 Absolutely not.
That's
Honestly, I hope that's what she does.
blatant insulting behind your back that you found out from secondhand. Like, that's grounds for cutoff.
and it's
of
just
friends
so
completely.
mean.
Yeah.
And she's just gonna keep parading you around as her maid of honor. It just doesn't make any sense either, though.
Well, it's like almost like she invited her at this point just so that she had like somebody to talk shit about.
yeah, well,
like, just with her
essentially,
friends.
she's just trying to put her down to build herself up.
She-
Because
Yeah.
she knows
She
she
couldn't
ain't
handle
shit.
No. She couldn't handle that her friend lost all that weight and now looks better than her. Man, women are just bitches to each other behind their backs.
Horrible.
I don't believe there's that many women that are truly friends without talking shit behind their backs. They're backstabbers.
Yeah.
They are.
It's
Every
like,
friend you have in high school, two
yeah.
girls,
But
they will backstab each other.
you hope that when you are like in your 30s, you have those friends, like your core friends that you don't need to talk shit about. Like, you guys all have something good going for you. You have your families or your career.
For sure,
Like,
and you grew up and grew out of that.
yeah, like you are a woman now. You're not acting like a little girl or like a teenager just talking shit and starting drama. That's just so weird.
So she wants to know, would I be the asshole if I dropped out of the wedding, completely cut her off for all this? I know with it being 6 months out and me being her maid of honor, I very well could be the asshole. But I don't know if I can handle it 6 more months of this.
No, I say she just like
6 months
is
plenty
a
of time to
petty
back up.
queen. No, what if she just waits up until like the very last minute and then drops
That
out?
would be good.
That's like so
Wait till the
petty.
day of and be like, you know what? Actually, fuck this.
Yeah, like the week before.
And then just send
like,
her the
nah.
screenshots you've gotten, and then just like a summary of like,
And there's probably more coming.
Yeah.
For sure in that combo.
Just like stack the evidence. Just in order to protect her peace. Like, yeah, she absolutely should drop out of the wedding and never talk to her again. Because she's not adding to her life at all.
I don't
she's doing the
understand.
opposite.
Yeah.
I don't understand why she's acting this way towards me. But I know this will shake my newfound confidence if I continue to allow these comments.
Exactly.
Should I
Protect your
just suck
peace.
it up and cut her off after the wedding? I know she's been hurting me, but I don't want to hurt her. Why?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I would turn straight asshole at that point if I found out all that was being said
100%.
behind my back in a hidden conversation when you're the maid of honor.
Yeah.
You never want to find out that you're not part of a conversation with your friends that they were talking about you behind your back. Yeah, that's grounds to basically break up with your friend.
Absolutely.
For sure. I wouldn't want to hurt her. I love her. 16 years is a long friendship to throw away. That's true. There's a lot of weight under that friendship. Any insight is appreciated, and I apologize for the length.
I mean,
That's tough.
dumper, dude.
dump
Friend
her.
of
chick.
16 years.
Yeah,
Like,
but
they have probably vacations and memories and sleepovers and drunken nights and laughs and...
well,
Yeah, she just turned into a straight bitch.
she can like keep those good memories. Like, they'll still be there. They'll still be good memories. She just isn't gonna make any more with her.
I mean, people change. Like, it's just
100%.
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
how it goes, man.
that's so true. That's so true. Comments, you should have opted out at the dress shop. Because why in the world would you ever be friends with someone that treats you like this? I'm someone who is working out and adjusting my food habits currently. But even before I started that process, my friends always hyped me up, even when I would hate how I looked. I know what it is like to have someone make you feel ugly when you are feeling confident. Don't let those people remain in your life. Return the dress or cancel the order. Drop out of the wedding. And if it were me, I would be dropping out close to the date or ghosting her just to be petty.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm
what
saying.
everybody else is
Yes,
saying.
we love a petty queen.
Yep.
You should just say nothing, and then when she does hit you up, just send all the screenshots and just be like, "Yeah, I've been like thinking about this one for a while."
Yeah. Just like,
And that would surely fuck the wedding up.
Hell yeah! Well, at least
Maid of
throw
honor
a,
does. Yeah, huge wrench.
throw a stone. Yeah, wrench
Yeah.
in it. Throw a stone.
So the original poster replied, her and I have been through a lot together, and we've gotten each other through a lot. She was there for me through my PPD. I was there for her for the loss of her father, and just a lot of leaning on and uplifting each other, so I just tried to ignore whatever's going on right now to honor that, hoping she'd get the jokes out of her system and go back to being my friend. Damn, almost like just really wanting to give her a second chance.
well, she wants her friend. Like, she
sure.
wants a friend, and she wants her to be her friend that she was used to.
She wants that back.
Yeah, but
it's one of those things you wish you never saw that conversation.
But it's not even that she like saw a conversation. She's blatantly being mean to her in front of other people.
The hidden conversation was the next level, though.
Yeah.
Mr. Krabs without a shell.
Just think about it, though, if she would say those comments to her and in front of her,
Yeah, imagine
she's
what
saying
you
worse
says.
things behind her back.
Yes.
It's just
Yep.
She's like not
just how it
afraid.
goes.
She's probably gonna gaslight her too and be like, "Well, I say all those things to you
Yeah, no.
too, so
Screw
what's the
that.
big deal?" No, you're too
So,
you're too old to be dealing with things like this. And if like she can find like a gym buddy or somebody that supports her, and
yeah,
it
it's
sounds like her
hard.
husband
That- I-
supports her.
It's hard because they were friends for so long, and you can't just go out and find a new friend. It's like that. There's plenty of fish in the sea thing. Like that advice never works.
No, but she like also hasn't tried because she's hanging on to
Yeah.
this friend.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
You
it's
know?
just you don't need toxic people like that. in your life.
Exactly.
I
No.
agree.
So.
I agree.
They're
And
doing more harm than good.
Yeah.
You know.
so, update 3 weeks later. This is January 16th of 2025. So,
Okay, so
this is a pretty
fairly
recent
recent
story. Yeah.
Okay.
As an update, she kicked me out of the wedding. Oh
Oh,
my
no!
God.
Okay.
I confronted her about it, told her her comments are upsetting me and not the way you should be talking to anyone, especially a best friend. She told me that was fine. I no longer needed to be in the wedding. She told me I shouldn't have been so insecure and that if I was happy with my body, her comments wouldn't have affected me anyways.
Oh, what a
my
bitch.
God.
Yeah, fuck this
Straight
chick,
up
dude.
Bitch, dude. That's
There's
such a
no
shitty
defending
comment.
her.
No. There's no good reason why.
Like, I'm going to offend you and you should have confidence and not let it hurt your feelings. Like, who the fuck says that?
She sucks.
Delusional like thought process.
So, because she's bigger than me, she's basically allowed to say whatever she wants about my body, and it's perfectly fine by her logic. And she wouldn't be saying any of that stuff anyways if I wasn't clearly trying to outshine her at her wedding. That was in quotes. That was what she said. I didn't know.
What?
Yeah. I didn't know trying to improve my health had anything to do with her wedding, but I guess it does. That's pretty much it. She told me I can attend as a guest, but that's definitely not happening at all.
Hell no.
I am now debating if I would be the asshole if I cancel all reservations under my name for her bachelorette party, which is
Do
more.
it.
What do you mean? Of course.
Do it.
Fuck yeah.
You would. So you're gonna get kicked out of the wedding, but treat her to a bachelor? Like what? No.
Cancel everything. Make her new maid of honor do
You're
it.
not going to keep
This
the
chick's too
reservations
nice.
and then not go.
I know. That's that sucks. Ooh, that's my ankle. Do you hear
I
that?
heard that like in the mic.
Yeah, that was a nice pop.
Which is more of a batch trip and is taking place in the Vegas, it says.
In the Vegas.
The hotel is under my card. Oh, she got leverage.
Ooh, cancel it.
So
Cancel
I
it,
feel like I
cancel it.
should cancel it since I'm no longer going to be attending anyways. We have a reservation under my name as well to Hell's Kitchen. Holy fuck. It would be super petty. I'm aware of that, but I don't feel like I should be paying for anything anymore. Obviously not. What the fuck? Why would
Absolutely
you
not.
question
Yeah,
that?
this chick. Honestly, this chick started annoying me now with how nice, forgiving
Fuck
she is.
yeah.
Like, come on, what are we doing here?
100%. It's, yeah, I see what you're saying. It's easy to sit here and be like, you should do this, you should do this. But like when you're actually in that situation, like you always think about doing things
Well,
differently.
yeah. Well, clearly she's just super nice and to her core, so it's like
Yeah,
really
like,
hard
like
for her to
Nicer
do
than
these
her
things.
friends.
down is
Yeah.
nice.
But like, I'm sorry, like
I
I
agree
would-
with you. I'm
yeah.
sorry. Like,
Dude,
have
I would
to.
have done that. I wouldn't even have time to write on Reddit because I would have already done it.
it would be super petty. I'm aware of that, but I don't feel like I should be paying for anything anymore. And I'm sure she expects me to keep every single reservation. Holy
Or just like
fuck.
forget about it or something.
I would just take a screenshot of all the canceled reservations and send it to her with like just a smiley emoji and say, "Have fun."
Or don't even tell her.
Yeah, or
Oh,
don't.
true.
Just
that'd
like
be
let
even
them
better.
show up and
That
then
would
they're
be
like,
even
oh
better.
no, I don't see
Then they
you.
have to scramble.
Or when they show up, just be at Hell's Kitchen with other people.
Yes.
That'd be
Just
good
get
too.
so many
If
other
he gets a reservation, be like, "Do I know you?"
Is that Gordon Ramsay's joint?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah.
Hell's
I would
Kitchen.
tell him about it and make sure that he starts yelling at her. He definitely has some insults in
Just like
store.
that you're an idiot sandwich.
Gordon Ramsay has insults on deck at all
Oh.
times.
Yeah, he does.
Somebody said, how many bridesmaids are in the wedding party? There's 4 bridesmaids. And at the very end of all this, she said, my husband is my rock. I don't know what I'd do without him. We had a rough patch in 2023, and after I canceled the reservations for the hotel and dinner in Vegas, both attached to my credit card with half down for the hotel already taken, she sent me a nasty message throwing that rough patch in my face. Just literally trying to come up with anything she can. She's
To just insult her and make her feel horrible.
The trip for the bachelorette party isn't until the last weekend in April. I did it and told them about it immediately. They have ample time to rebook, but she felt it necessary to tell my husband will be divorced. This is just written wrong. But she felt it necessary to tell me my husband will be divorce me, and I only lost weight to keep him. That's just how it's written, just like that. It'll blow up in my face, and she hopes he cheats on me with a plus-size woman. I can't believe this has been her all along. End of story, mic drop.
Yeah, chick sucks.
My God.
I don't know what else to say besides that. Like,
I'm so glad she did end up canceling all their
Oh, man.
reservations.
That's a
Like,
fun-
I would have been
Five-star.
mad if she didn't, to be honest.
Yeah, I would've, like-
been mad if she didn't.
Yeah.
I would have written a response to this.
Yeah, I bet you the comments are full of people blowing her up, saying that she needs to cancel those reservations. That was a 5-star Reddit post. That's what you go on Reddit for, right there.
That was a good one.
That's what
Yeah.
you go on Reddit for, right there.
Goodness.
There was a lot more packed in that than I thought.
That was
Yeah.
It was pretty black and white though. Like
Yeah,
there
it
was
was,
no
like-
Yeah.
it wasn't very gray. It
It
was
wasn't-
straight up
100%.
this chick sucks and you're being too nice.
Yep.
I don't always like the black and white stories. I sometimes like some that are ongoing, and because when they're just resolved, you just come to the end of it. But I like that.
Yeah,
one.
we got
That
the
was a good
updates
story.
in that one. So.
Yeah, good.
I
Good
like the
updates.
resolved though, because now we know like what happened, and she's at her peace now. Just, I can't believe
But that's for sure the end of that friendship.
that. Good.
Rightfully
She
so.
doesn't- She
Yeah.
doesn't need
She doesn't
that
deserve
friend.
Nope. I hope
Deserve her at
the
all.
original poster on this continued to look better and better and lose more weight. Just to rub it in even more. I hope that didn't like crush her confidence.
I hope not either. Hopefully, she just like motivated her to keep going and
For sure.
like doing it for herself.
All right. Next story is another best of Redditor updates from 1 month ago. And wife, 41 female, recently reconnected with an old friend, quotes, 44 male,
Okay.
and spending a lot of time with them. How do I handle this properly? Yep. I want to know how long they've been married. It's definitely in here. To set the scene, my wife, 41 female, and I, 40 male, have been together for 15 years.
Oh, he's a
There it
younger
is.
man. For
By
15
1 year.
years. Okay.
Have been together for 15 years and have a child together. 5-year-old child. Before we met, she was friends with KC, whom she had also had occasional sex.
Oh no.
Automatic red flag and no. She cheated with him on her last boyfriend before the relationship was over. Something she mentioned once and forgotten since that she mentioned to me.
Oh shit.
So she forgot she told him. And I wonder if he holds that like in the chamber to release that. Like, hey, don't forget you told me that you had sex with him. The reason she ended their friendship was because the last time they had sex, he didn't pull out. And she had to take plan B. She was mad at him for that and decided to cut him out of her life. That was fairly recently before we met. And when she and I started dating, she was still in the process of clarifying to him that she didn't want anything to do with him anymore.
So they like broke up kind of, and then she got with this guy and then ended up marrying him and hasn't
Yeah.
spoken to him since.
Yeah. Cue to now, she recently reconnected with him via another friend, and they have been spending an unusual amount of time
no.
together.
Yeah, GG's.
This is going bad.
Yeah,
This
like
is a proper-
this guy already knows the answer. Like what he already knows what's happening.
Yeah, but this is just on our best of Reddit updates. It's not Am I the Asshole or anything. I think he's just
Needs
telling the story.
He needs advice on what to do.
This is a proper spiral too.
Oh, yeah. I feel like once you're posting on Reddit though, like you've already spiraled and you just need like strangers to
I'm so
Just a
glad.
vent.
This
Yeah.
is the best of Reddit updates. I'm so glad. I
Yeah.
can't wait to get to that point. Her quote unquote friend pulled her into some sort of crypto thing and is currently teaching her and a couple of other friends everything about crypto investments. She wants to learn everything about crypto investing and is attending his quote unquote boot camps. But in addition to that, she also hangs out with him taking walks and just being on the phone with him. Those ain't walks. I know those ain't walks. I made it pretty clear early that I find it a bit weird that going from I don't want to see him anymore and after 15 years suddenly spending so much time with him 0 to 100 real quick. She doesn't hide him, though. She tells me when she hangs out with him or sees him, and has so far been open about their interactions. He has 3 kids and is married. Fuck. It came to a head today.
Well, that's like a perfect affair then. Like, if they still want to, like, be friends with benefits and sleep with each other, but they're both married, like, they don't need to be anything else.
And they always are open about it, so that way it's even less suspicious.
Yeah.
You know what
It's
I
like,
mean?
keep your enemy close.
Yeah, exactly.
Or wait, keep your friends close, but your enemy closer.
Yeah. It came to a head today when she announced she was going to go out with him again. After last weekend when she said she'd be going for a walk with him at night for an hour and ended up spending at least 4 hours with him, taking a walk and losing track of time.
Yeah, dude.
They are not talking about,
dude,
this is not crypto boot camp.
Yeah.
This is dick boot camp. Is what it is.
You got your
They
Costco card.
They didn't get their cardio walking.
Oh, yeah.
They did-
Oh,
No,
poor-
that was
this
hilarious.
poor guy.
That was nice. I told her in no unclear terms that she is a grown woman, but that the intensity of their contact is worrying and making me uncomfortable. And that if I felt that this relationship became appropriate, I would end things. Yeah, if I felt this relationship became appropriate, I would end things with her at the drop of a hat. I think he meant to say inappropriate.
Inappropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She knows I have been cheated on in the past and that I have a zero tolerance policy towards cheating and cheaters. I despise it and have never done it myself. So right away, he's basically telling her, like, he's not cool with this. I think he should probably be a little bit more aggressive.
More aggressive,
for
yeah.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe not like
I wouldn't even allow one walk.
Well, yeah, it's like, or like we
At
can
night,
all
too?
Fuck that.
4
Like,
hours?
we can all go on a walk together. Like, if you want to hang out, like, I'll come.
Hell no.
This is not high school.
Fuck
You
that
shouldn't have
guy.
to go hanging out with like some other dude.
Well, but it's like if you
We
want
know the
to,
context.
yeah. But if you like
and he does too.
want to hang out with like another, like with a friend, I don't know.
But don't forget that she forgot that she told him that they had sex.
How does he know that she forgot? I'm assuming maybe
He
they get
does.
to that in the story.
He didn't say that, but or no, yeah, he did.
Yeah. Yeah. It was in the very beginning. I could go back, but
Probably because he's not making that big of a deal about it.
Maybe he like brings it up later, and then
Maybe
she's
she
like,
lied.
"What?"
she's upset now and currently outside in front of our house door talking on the phone. I assume she's talking to him. Meanwhile, I'm looking after our daughter and her friend. Whew. Update 4 hours later. Not sure how I'm allowed to participate in this conversation. Such arbitrary rules on this sub, but we just had another argument before she walked out to meet with him. She put our daughter to bed, and before she left the house, she wanted to talk. Defended him and their friendship and asked why I don't have a problem with her other exes. I've met 2 of them, and they're both stand-up guys. And she does hang out with them occasionally, but I'm not worried about them. Damn.
Okay.
All of
well,
her friends are her exes at this point.
I
And
mean,
he's cool with them.
but he can't.
But they've been married freaking 15 years.
Yeah, but you almost can't like then pick and choose. Like
That's, yeah. I mean, you can.
he
A
can
bit of a
in
history
his
of cheating
mind,
with that
yeah.
one, so.
Yeah.
But like also, the others are her exes too that are
That's
her
what he
friends.
says.
So it's like
Yep. He says, I told her this is different, that context matters, and that I really don't understand why she thinks it's appropriate or even acceptable to meet with a former boyfriend and spend so much time with them.
it's the amount of time that she's spending too, which is like alarming.
I brought up that she cheated with him, to which she corrected me that it was someone else she cheated with on her last boyfriend, some guy with a similar name, whatever, and
Oh.
that they only had sex in between relationships. And then she stated,
She's backpedaling now.
yeah, and I think he knows that she forgot that she told him.
Yeah, that's why.
And then she stated that they talked it out, what happened between with them, the unprotected sex, but that I wasn't willing to hear it because I told her I don't want to hear anything about the guy as I don't like him. To this, I got pretty angry, asking her if she was really discussing past sexual encounters. She said, yeah, it had to be talked about. We went in a few circles after, but basically it was the same stuff. I don't think it's appropriate. I'm not comfortable with the intensity of their quote-unquote friendship, and that the moment I feel she's not being truthful, I'm walking out. He is aggressive. That's the second time he said this, I'm walking out if this seems inappropriate. And that's a 15 or 16-year marriage.
With a child.
Yeah.
He's in the right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. I also reiterated my point that she's a grown-ass woman and can do what she wants, but she isn't free of the consequences of her actions. That was good. of him to say. How solid. In the end, she stood there with tears in her eyes. Why?
She wants to go to the victim route.
Oh, true. Yeah.
I mean, or I don't know, to play devil's advocate, like nothing is happening and she just enjoys this guy's friendship. But at the same time, if your husband or your wife is uncomfortable with something that you're doing and you continue the behavior, like you're not being a respectful partner.
They're not considering
Like,
their feelings.
Yeah, like at all.
The whole thing is like, we're out here putting our daughter to bed and then leaving to go hang out with this
With
dude.
another
like,
guy.
That's just, dude. Like, what?
Yeah, that's weird.
No.
This is hilarious what he says. In the end, she stood there with tears in her eyes and a look of contempt I've seen before when she's about to lose her shit. But kept her cool and said she's going off to see him. Tried to kiss me goodbye and I told her no. She then walked towards the door ranting about me being unreasonable. And I told her again that she's a grown-ass woman and that she can do as she pleases, but that needs to be ready for the consequences of her actions. Slammed the door and drove off. I guess we'll see what happens when she comes back.
We have this? Keeps going?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God.
There's another update 1.5 months later.
Ooh. Okay.
Still get DMs here and there, so I thought I'd give everyone some closure on this. Nothing too exciting. Fuck.
Ah.
No.
So after
fireworks.
Yeah, so did I. So after she ran off to meet him at some bar, she came home around midnight. They were fucking.
Oh, and they went to a bar, too. Okay.
I was still up as I was watching something on TV, looked over at her, and she looked unsure. She sat down at the end of the couch where I was sitting and said she's sorry she got so angry. She definitely slept with him. Because now she's like saying sorry automatically and trying to be nice. I'm just assuming. I don't know. She met with him and they talked about the situation. Apparently he told her that I'm right and that it is weird they're spending so much time with each other, and she called a few friends to talk and get their opinion. They mirrored the same sentiments and that it's hard to not think of this as having at least an emotional affair.
Okay. So even that guy was like, yeah, this is it's a
But how
little
does
much.
his wife feel about the situation?
She's probably
I
in
didn't
the
even
same
think
boat.
about that.
Or she doesn't know. Or he's like, hey, I'm going to go hang out with my boys at a bar. And she
Or maybe
has
they
no
were
idea.
really just friends and talking, but still she was investing too much like emotional time
Yeah.
with this dude.
Or
Yeah,
they,
that's
or
just
they
bad.
cheated and they're like, and the wife is like, the only way that I can recover from this and close this immediately is to say that we're no longer going to see each other anymore. And that she also said that the guy that she was friends with said that the husband was right.
So I'm saying maybe they both feel guilty about it or
Yeah,
something.
and they're like, let's just shut this down right away and say that the husband was right, just so that way there's no more like quote unquote investigating into it anymore if they did cheat, because that's the best way to shut it down as quick as possible.
Yeah, I don't know.
To be honest, I was still beyond pissed, and to hear she only came to realize it when other people told her it was inappropriate, not just me, wasn't helping. She
Yeah.
explained that she is learning something from him that is giving her a new lease on life. And to her, it's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to finally start contributing financially and acquiring the skills to generate a bigger income. He's apparently a quite successful day trader and has been teaching her and a group of other people how to day trade in extreme detail. She insisted she show me on what she was doing, so I let her chew my ear off for about an hour a day trading. Looking at her programs, I don't care about any of this, honestly. It's just a lot of info on day trading.
Yeah. Cool. We want to hear what happened.
We agreed on ground rules, no evenings or weekends, no phone calls past 6 p.m., holy shit. And no one-on-one meetings, only group meetings. She's been stretching these rules every now and then, but largely kept to them. When she needed to bend them, she speaks to me beforehand and gives me ample of heads up, but hides her resentment of having to follow these rules. She still seems to want to keep the peace for now and is being proactive. Things have cooled down to a degree where I don't get angry anymore anytime she mentions him. Anyway, other than that, she now thinks I'm a pro and a future millionaire and constantly talks about trading. It's been bumpy for other reasons outside of this weird friendship.
Oh, man. They're just... It's not going to work out, guys.
I know this is not the dramatic cheating and infidelity story some people were expecting.
Or
It's
it is.
I don't know, actually. The more like I hear.
She's not cheating on me physically, I think. She might have a crush, which happens in a long-term relationship, and I have other shit to deal with at the moment that I just can't expend the energy to obsess over this every day for hours or fights into a dramatic my way or the highway conclusion. I don't want to blow our marriage up just to satisfy other people's personal convictions on how a relationship should be like. It's like shit right now, but it's our shit. My instinct tells me it's a passing fancy, and if things go sideways still, I can always walk out.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of like giving up too, though. He's like, all right, like this is.
He's leaning like towards ignorance is bliss type shit.
Yeah.
Like you said, though, it might be more of like not physical cheating, but like emotional cheating.
But even
They
then,
at least held hands. Just give me that.
well, didn't he say they were like talking about sex, like their
They
past?
did have the conversation.
Yeah,
he
like
said.
that's a little weird too.
Cool.
It's just
That-
like inappropriate all around.
Yeah, I don't really know how to take that one. But
I don't know either.
I'm not married, so I don't really have much insight for y'all.
All right, I'm done with that story. Did not end as good as I wanted it to.
No, we wanted the fireworks.
I totally.
We didn't get them.
All right, this next story, best of Redder updates. Again, so apparently this whole theme is best of Redder updates this episode. And 6 days ago.
Ooh, they're all recent ones too.
I try to keep them recent.
Yeah.
I try to keep them recent. Am I the asshole to divorce my husband and leave him with the kid after finding out I'm not biologically the mom?
Wait,
No. Well, let's hear the circumstances.
Let's hear
Dude,
first. Because the
I've
headline...
heard this story.
Okay, here we go. All right. This is actually from... The original post is from August 2024. I'm assuming the update is recent. I can't believe my life has come to this. All I ever do is go out of my way to help others, but on the few occasions I need help, nobody ever comes through for me. I, 36 female, have been with my husband for a total of almost 10 years, married for 7. We had what I thought was my child by surrogate over 2 years ago because after 4 years of trying to conceive with no success, despite medical interventions, it turns out I'm unable to carry a child to term. I had always wanted to be a mom. Devastated is an understatement regarding how I felt when I found out I was having a medical condition that would make it nearly impossible to carry a baby to term. It was even more upsetting when I had to get a major surgery to remove the uterine growths with the hope to increase fertility, and complications during surgery warranted a partial hysterectomy involving removal of my uterus only. A lot of detail right there.
Okay, she can't have kids at all. Not even on accident or by miracle.
That was a lot of detail. All right. I still had my ovaries, so we started looking into the cost of a surrogate. It is really expensive. My close friend since college, who'd already had 2 kids of her own, offered to serve as a surrogate for us to cut down on costs. Now, that's a good-ass friend.
Dude, wow.
Holy shit. After 2 disappointing IVF sessions that did not result in pregnancy, she became pregnant on the 3rd try and carried a boy to term for us. I was so happy and busy after the birth, between being a mom and returning to work after a 4-week parental leave, so I didn't notice any warning signs. I should have noticed the red flags and warning signs early on, but did not because I was so exhausted from working so much at my stressful job and 2 part-time jobs to cover most of the bills, and anticipated medical and legal costs associated with this friend becoming our surrogate. I was the primary breadwinner.
So she's grinding.
Mm-hmm. She puts in parentheses. I was the primary breadwinner. Mm-hmm. My friend and my husband started talking more.
Oh, no.
And I would sometimes come home from my weekend job to find her already hanging out at our house when my husband was there. I chalked it up as innocuous. And it's good for her to know my husband better since she was in the process of hopefully carrying our child for us. Yeah, I could see you could bridge that.
Yeah, I mean, in the
Just
beginning,
like-
that seems fine.
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
in your hopeful mind.
You already know where this is going.
Yeah.
A surrogate's
Oh, yeah.
already a pretty intimate situation, so I mean,
Was it the IVF? Is that what it's called?
No, IVF is like, well,
If
IVF
they-
is like,
fertilization.
yeah,
Yeah, like it
implanting
failed
it.
twice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
And then
they,
the husband went and just banged this chick.
yes, exactly.
100% is where it's going.
100%. This is what
Oh
it is.
yeah,
And that's why they're,
That's why it's not her child.
yeah, they're getting closer and closer.
because a surrogate is the genes
Yeah.
just in another woman.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
implanting. To,
if you want to call it genes.
oops.
I lost my spot. Thank you guys.
Sorry.
I was grateful to have someone helping us have a child. I thought it was weird that our son has brown eyes when both of us have blue. Red flag number one, that's strike one. Then I found out that while this is uncommon, it's possible sometimes due to many genes controlling eye
Yeah,
color.
it's possible.
She's just trying to bridge gaps here. Obviously, your first instinct is going to be in denial.
Yeah, of course. You don't want that to be true.
Hell no. But it's in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
Especially since she came home and she was already there.
Yeah,
Blah, blah,
on
blah.
more than one occasion.
Yep. Recently, it all came to a head when I took our son to a doctor's appointment and they did metabolic panel
Why?
and blood tests, which showed that he had a blood type that is not biologically possible to have with me as his mother. Fuck. That's when it settles in. He's B+, I'm A+, husband is O+. Immediately, I started worrying it was the fertility clinic's fault and that they'd messed up and implanted a wrong embryo. I started lining up lawyer consultations to possibly sue the clinic and looked into having a DNA parentage test done. The test results showed that I'm not the mother, but my husband still is the father. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
That's exactly what we thought.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, it's on Reddit. You know what it is. I was heartbroken and angrier than ever. Talked to lawyers about medical malpractice in the fertility clinic we'd used. Then my husband confessed that he slept with my friend on a few different occasions during our struggle to have her get pregnant with our embryos. So the husband saw a clear path and easy way to cheat, knowing that if she got pregnant, there would be no suspicions.
Dang.
That was free real estate at that
Yeah,
time.
but it's
for
like
him.
it's only for so long until the kid starts growing up, and you're like,
Depending
Like he
on,
was gonna have to say something eventually.
Or not. I don't
Depending
know
on
why.
how too similar the women looked. I mean, you could
But-
probably never know.
Also,
I don't know.
yeah,
I
mean,
just feel like his wife, like
It was the
like-
blood
like
type.
you're gonna know. You're
Yeah.
just- you're gonna know.
eventually the
You're gonna
blood
know
type's
it's not
gonna come
you.
out.
You're
Yeah.
just gonna know that's not your kid.
Yeah, the husband didn't consider blood tests when he was fucking her, though.
No, no,
The dick can't think that good.
doesn't think at all.
Oh, it does.
The test results showed that I'm not the mother, but my husband still is the father. I was heartbroken and angrier than ever. Talked to lawyers about medical malpractice in the fertility clinic we'd used. I already read that.
Yeah.
Let me just cut that out. Let me just go back to where I was. Sorry.
And action.
Yeah, and action. This means what I thought was our son conceived by IVF and carried with the surrogate isn't my son at all and was in fact conceived the old-fashioned way, which I can't ever do. Livid and absolutely broken at the same time doesn't even begin to describe how I feel. I've been breaking down into crying spells over and over again about this. He claims he didn't ever think pregnancy could result because he pulled out and he had always...
Wait, that's worse.
Yeah, now he's just like
can't
I
even-
just was cheating.
Yeah, like I just wanted to have sex with her. What?
I
He
mean,
could
this-
at
the friend-
least.
How
The
can you
friends-
say
the
it's
friends
not
are the wrong,
possible? We
too.
have biological tested results.
No,
No,
he was saying he wasn't trying to get her pregnant.
No, he like didn't want her to get pregnant.
He was just trying to pull out.
He just
and
wanted-
She just happened to get pregnant.
Which is so bizarre. He could have at least like ran with the fact like, yeah, like the IVF wasn't working, so I just thought maybe if I did it the old-fashioned way. But that's even just more scumbaggy. Ugh.
He had always assumed that he was the reason for our earlier struggles to conceive, both before my hysterectomy and during the IVF insemination process with this friend. I felt an immediate triple betrayal.
No.
I love the way this is written.
Betrayal.
From what was supposed to be my husband, my friend, and now knowing my child isn't even really mine, I had such a white hot rage and delirium. I immediately left home and stayed at a hotel for almost a week before asking my parents to let me stay at a home for a while. I admit I left our son with him. I am now filing divorce because
Good.
he cheated and betrayed me in the worst possible way.
Yes.
I've also cut off my friendship with my quote-unquote friend, the surrogate, and feel afraid to trust anyone else now. I've seen a divorce lawyer and to see about giving up my legal rights to this kid so I don't have to face such betrayal or owe child support. How old did they say the kid was?
I mean, it's got to be brand new.
Oh. This poor woman.
I know.
Yeah,
That's tough.
Really shitty situation.
That's
but
tough.
I'd probably do the same thing.
And it just sucks that she has to go through the legal actions to not pay child support.
Yeah.
When she was
Shitty
probably...
situation.
And she struggled with having a kid for the first
And
time.
she wanted one.
And she wanted one so bad. This is tough. My husband and friend surrogate admit they were wrong and keep apologizing. but also called me immature and heartless to just give up on my son like that.
It's not even her son.
Yeah. What do you
Like,
mean?
It would be hard for her to. I mean, she could raise him as her son, but that would
She
always be
could.
her
Be in the back of
Good.
your mind, yeah.
every day. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like you're raising your husband's like affair baby.
My husband and friend surrogate admit they were wrong and keep apologizing, but also called me immature and heartless to just give up on my son like that. My parents also say I can't just give up on a kid that I went through so many legal and medical hoops to have. When I told them
It's not her child. Why is
It's
everybody making her feel bad?
it's still her choice, and I bet you the parents would eventually understand. When I told them I refused to stay in a cheater marriage and I'd rather adopt someday with a better, more trustworthy partner, they also told me I was wrong and that maintaining my parental rights isn't much different than if I adopted outright.
Yeah, but there's no affair or betrayal that has happened in an adoption situation. Like, she can choose that. She willingly goes into that situation knowing that that's not going to be biologically her child, not like a surprise later on.
I don't think anybody.
Yeah, you can't compare the two at all. Like,
No,
her parents are just in the wrong, I think.
I don't think
Yeah.
anybody here thinks that it's her choice, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, good on her if she wants to raise that kid.
Yeah,
That's on
but
her.
yeah, that would be
But
on her.
as of right now, that's the surrogate and the husband's.
Yeah, that's
problem.
her friend's
Yeah.
son and her ex-husband's son.
I'd rather adopt someday with a better, more trustworthy partner. They also told me I was wrong and that maintaining my parental rights isn't much different than if I adopted outright. They said it isn't blood that makes a family. They are all about me divorcing my cheater husband, but keep telling me I'm making a mistake giving up my parental rights. Some of my other friends agree with what I'm doing. A few admitted they weren't big enough to swallow pride and care for an affair baby, or see daily reminders of my friend/surrogate's betrayal every time I look at quote unquote her son. I just want a clean break and a fresh start.
Yeah.
I'm also looking at relocating several states away. Am I the asshole to give up my parental rights in the divorce because a kid I paid a lot of money to have sworn by surrogacy isn't biologically mine at all, but the surrogates? Wow. That's a lot to unpack.
I don't think she's the asshole at all.
No, I don't either. That just completely shattered her whole entire world. And she paid all that money. Like, she's the breadwinner, and she's working weekend and nighttime jobs to pay for this. And then she just finds out that, her husband just had an affair and has a baby. And she paid this lady all kinds of money to sleep with her husband.
You know who's fucked more than anybody is the husband who's not the breadwinner, who now has a kid that's he's probably gonna have to raise or pay child support for.
It's his
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah. But like
Well-
I said, he probably thought he had.
A life hack.
Yeah, he probably thought.
I personally don't understand how he ever thought that would work out.
Yeah, it would eventually come
He's
out.
an
Yeah.
idiot.
Yeah, for sure,
There's just no way.
for sure.
She's better off without this guy, anyways, because he sounds like a just douchebag.
Comments, not the asshole. One of the things that gets me is that you were working extra jobs to pay for the surrogacy,
Yep.
which I'm assuming included her medical bills and financially supporting her. I would speak to a solicitor about suing her for your money back.
Yes.
100%.
Oh, that's great.
She knew that if she was having sex, then there was always a chance that the child was biologically hers. The original poster, most of the costs was for the egg retrieval, embryos formation and storage, and especially the IVF procedures, which weren't eligible for insurance cover through her health insurance.
So they still did that, and it didn't work.
Yeah, they said they did it twice and it didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't work,
So
and then she
she's-
got pregnant.
All right, update 5 months later. I'm low on time right now, but I'll be posting a separate update post later. I'm not staying and I'm not caring for him anymore. I was not even offered a choice in the matter at all, which is why I kept telling myself I shouldn't want to. Compare myself to men in a similar type of parentage situation and have kept myself aloof towards the boy I thought was mine. I have no legal rights anymore, no matter what, because she forgot to get her son back. I'm actually a lot more upset about losing this child than I presented in my post, and I'm realizing more and more with each passing day. The choice wasn't mine, and I lost. I posted that I wouldn't want to be the sucker for raising someone else's kid as more of a cope than anything. She got to have, quote unquote, her kid. He left me, and I'm stuck with nothing.
Oh, so he divorced first.
I think that's what it says, yeah.
Oh, dang. he probably found out that she was like hiring lawyers and stuff, and he just wanted to beat her to it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I was
The
not
original
expecting
poster explains about being the legal guardian in the question after the maternal test confirmed her not to be the biological mother. And yes, that is exactly what I've been going through. All these months, I have little to no rights. I'm stuck coping with major loss. My best chance at still being this boy's guardian is to stay with that awful scrub of a guy. Hope he lets me stay, and agreeing to let
No.
that slore of a friend have 50-50.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's
Do
not going to
not.
want to stay in this.
No,
Do
that would just
not.
be so toxic.
Yeah, that's a lifetime of toxicity right there.
Like, it's going to suck for a little bit, and you're going to be down the dumps and feel like you lost everything, but you'll build yourself back up. And
Well, that's like
You'll be good.
grief. Like, she's feeling the loss
Yeah.
of, like, a friend, a child, and her husband.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to take some time. She's, like, just going through all the stages right now where she...
Let that slore of a friend have 50-50 and be the chump who still pays most of the bills for that unmotivated scrub son of a bitch in the meantime while he continues to cheat. Yeah.
Well, and think
Yeah,
about...
that would be a good deal for him.
Dude,
Fuck that.
think about the environment, like, for that child also. You know, if
Yeah,
she
I
were
have
to...
two moms and a dad.
But my moms aren't lesbians.
Yeah.
Like...
yeah, the dad would be living good. He'd potentially have 2 wives.
Yeah, that would be the best deal for him.
But if she hates her husband as much as she's like portraying in this post, and I'm sure probably even worse in real life, like the kid's gonna pick up on that energy. And
Yeah, kids are super perceptive.
yeah, and just like living in that space, and then also having that explained to him one day what happened.
Yeah, he's
It's-
going to have questions.
yeah, it just isn't good for the child at all. It's like if your parents are toxic, like it's just better for them to not be together anymore for your sake.
It also came out that she wasn't his only affair either.
Oh.
He's been cheating all along for most of the time that we've been trying without success to get pregnant. So for anyone who acts like I'm quote unquote selfish, I make their blood boil. They can go fuck themselves because they don't
Who
know
said
they don't know me
that?
like that, and I don't have any real choice in the matter. Anyways. Somebody said that's why he started spraying the way he did. I presume she meant straying, but spraying works too from the sound of how he has been behaving. What a painful betrayal.
Oh, this poor woman.
Yeah, just gotta start new.
She does. She should move like states away and just like start fresh.
Yeah, for sure.
That would be like best case scenario for her. Just go meet new people, new friends. And I don't know, start a new chapter.
The any man is better than no man fallacy runs insanely deep, somebody said. That was a crazy story. I feel like all these stories are like Jerry Springer stories.
They are.
Yeah.
They truly are. This is like the Jerry Springer episode of The Uncertified Experts, because this is like just it's like hard to believe. But you know there's so many stories like this out there in the world. Like this happens probably way more than we think.
Yeah. Well, leave
Oh,
it up
yeah.
to the uncertified experts to inform the world about them.
People are like, that's my life.
And that wraps up another episode of the Uncertified Experts podcast. Thank you for sticking around with us. And
Thanks for joining us. That was
yeah.
fun.
Look out next week for another one.
Yeah, we'll be here next week. We ain't going anywhere.
Peace and love.
Bye.